Now that they're in police custody, are they okay to go to booking or are they getting ready to die? I'm going to help you figure it out on this One for the Road. It's a situation that we're faced with far too often in EMS. Whether you're big city or urban or rural EMS, nobody's immune from being called to a scene to evaluate if an individual is okay to stay in police custody or if they should be transported to an emergency room for an evaluation. It's important to consider several factors when you're approaching this evaluation. So let me walk you through a couple things that I'd like you to think about. First of all, find out about the events pre-custody, like pre-being taken into custody. Were they violent? Were there physical altercations with the police? Were there physical altercations with others? Were they involved in a crash? Could there have possibly been drug use involved? Anything that you can find out is going to be helpful to you when you're doing that evaluation to make sure you're checking for the correct things. And when you're doing that evaluation of them, you should have some red flags that go off in the back of your head immediately if you encounter them. One is anybody who is face down. That should be a red flag for you. We really need to advocate in EMS for face up and face forward type care and face up and face forward type restraint if that's necessary. Anytime we encounter somebody in that face down position, we need to be the first voice on scene to say, we need to get this person rolled over. We need to get them up into a position where we know that they can breathe uninhibited. Also, anyone who is cuffed behind their back, if their arms are being forced behind their back, if we can advocate for bringing their hands forward, that's always advantageous to us. Anybody who is breathing abnormally or whose vital signs are unexplainably out of range, we need to explain that. And we need to get them into a position where either their vital signs are trending back in range or they're breathing normally, or we need to transport them for an evaluation to find out why they're out of range. Anybody who is abnormally hot, abnormally wet, or abnormally dry needs to be a red flag to this. Why is this person's skin so hot right now? Why is this person so diaphoretic? Or why are they not diaphoretic right now? Those should all be red flags. Also, anyone who is naked, partially naked, or persistently uncooperative. Nudity and uncontrolled behavior are often associated with agitated states that can rapidly decompensate in our presence. So that has to be a red flag. Also, anyone who becomes sedate or tired, let me say that one again because it's important. Anybody who was active, aggressive, interactive, and then suddenly becomes very tired, very sedate in our presence, we need to find out why did that change occur and make sure that they're not transitioning into an unstable state right in front of us. There are many examples of aggressive individuals transitioning into cardiac arrest, and nobody on scene recognizes it for an inappropriate long time. You need to be like that lifeguard by the pool that's always got your eyes on the person that you're responsible for and making sure that if there's a change in their condition, that you begin assessing it immediately. In the world of emergency services, it's our job to always be the advocate for the patient. That job doesn't change with the individual when they're in police custody. If anything, that vulnerable situation requires us to be even more of an advocate for the patient. These situations place us in a position of significant increased liability. But if we show up with the patient's well-being in mind, if we pay attention to those red flags, and if we always advocate for what's most right for the patient and in their best interest, everything should be just fine. Hey, thank you for watching. Do you have any red flags for people who are in custody? Did I miss any of them? What do you think should also be on that list? Go down to the comment section, leave me a comment. I would love to hear what you have to say. I'm Steve Whitehead, and that was One for the Road.